four-way conversation. I got my hair.
Put me on the spot.
I got my hair cut, and see, I used to have the bald look because I shaved my head. So I was trying to kind of split the difference because I like having hair, but people are like, oh, like I say, I got bald. I shaved my head. People are like, it suits you, which I don't know what the fuck that means, if that's good or bad. So I shaved it on the sides. And then the fuckboy haircut, as Hannah says. Now you have the inverse. You're bald on top. You have bats tattooed on your head, and you have dreadlocks from like the nape of, or I don't know what you call it, the middle of, yeah. So, which is an interesting way to deal with male pattern baldness. But how did this come about?
Well, I had like really long, as my friends would put it, the Bret Michaels hair. It was
metal.
My first show back, I put my bandana on, did my whole thing, and
right.
I looked at the photos, and I hated it. I didn't want to be that person no more. That was in the past from the other music I did. I didn't want to have that reflection.
I've seen some pictures.
Yeah.
Now, did he have that when you met him?
No, he had the beautiful long hair when I met him. He did that after we got married.
Wait a second.
No, excuse me. A week before the wedding, he did that while I was at work one night and surprised me, and I came home to it.
To the Bret Michaels or to this?
To this.
Oh, okay. And did you threaten to leave, or?
No, I just smoked a big old bowl, a couple bowls, and did a couple dabs, and I was okay. And turned on Rick and Morty, and I was like, okay, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. So anyway, so you were saying?
So I had this, like, you ever look at yourself in the mirror and you're like trying to think of something, and I could feel like the ghost of my image tapping me on the shoulder saying, hey. And I'd look, and I had this, it was a full makeup look, and I drew it out. She goes, what's that? And I go, I kind of want to do this look.
Right.
And she kind of ripped it up, looked at me, and walked away.
Mm-hmm.
But I got permission, told her I'm going to do it. She was okay. And I did it, and she came home and thought I was going to do it the next day and give her at least one more day, but no, that didn't.
Right.
She got to keep the locks, though. And
well, that's so nice of you.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? It's the best I can do.
Right.
And I decided I'm going to do this for this album.
When you shave your pubes, do you give it to her too, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Well, you don't? Okay.
No.
That's all right.
Have you done that?
What? I give them to you next time if you really want.
Good.
We're getting into a self-talk episode.
Right?
But this show kind of does.
That's the first thing he said you shave your pubes. I'm thinking, what?
All I can think about is the pubes and the chili from South Park.
By the way, I don't know if you caught this, Lilian. I'm a comedian. I'm trying to make people laugh, and that's part of the show.
It's working.
Oh, good, thank you. Because but and you were and I forgot my. Did you finish the story?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We were talking about
your hair.
Yeah, your hair. No, you had a vision. This was a vision that you had.
This was a vision, so I went and did it.
Right.
I was inspired by the old Egyptian and like spiritual shamans.
Right.
And since my family's Romanian Gypsy, there's a path of that to walk, and it helps you calm and release of everything, let go of every things that was bothering you and the problems. So it was an easy way to part and do my way.
So how did your family go from Transylvania to Bakersfield? That's a good.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
That seems like a lateral move.
They left from Romania to the worst place. They got caught up in the Holocaust times, and there's a couple of my family members that have tattoos, and they passed not too long ago. But yeah,
sorry to hear that.
But yeah, and they went from there to here. And most of my family was in Chicago and Michigan, and then moved to California.
Right. So you had the Midwest connection.
Yeah.
With you.
Uh-huh.
So what was it like now? I'm going back on you because you don't have the Midwest accent. Because I did a Gothic festival in Chicago, and it was so much fun. Because like every goth girl had a Midwest accent. Like I was talking to dominatrixes, they're like, "I like to spank that east."
I'm originally from Michigan, so
okay, well, that's even worse. But no, but you went from Michigan to Chicago, so you're a Midwest girl.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, I would imagine that you've always been march to your own drummer, pale, goth, metal.
Believe it or not.
Oh.
I wanted to, but I was never allowed to while growing up. Not to mention I was homeschooled and raised in an apostolic church household.
What's apostolic?
You know those crazy church people that speak in tongues around the church all crazy?
That's like everybody in church. No,
the apostolic Pentecostal.
Oh, these all Pentecostal? Okay, all right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Old school, skirts only, no makeup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
skirts make easy access.
right. And let me guess. I'm gonna guess with you because I say this to every beautiful woman that comes on the show, and Hannah will tell you I try to book a lot of them. When you were in school, you were so ugly and nobody liked you, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I was the outcast.
Bullshit. I never believe it. I never ever believe it. No boys were interested in you.
No. I was one of the. Well, I always got picked on because I always wanted to read the spooky books or the witchy books in the library. So because of that, I was, and then I would get like food thrown at me. Witch girl, witch girl.
Really?
Yeah. What's really funny though is one girl that was really fucking with me. She slammed my head in the locker, and I told her, "Watch out! Something really bad's going to happen to you and your family."
Mm-hmm.
About a week later, she was sick in the hospital with some kind of flu that was non-treatable.
Good for you.
I didn't do it.
You just put it out there in the universe.
Yeah.
Saved a lot of other girls from getting bullied.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
It sucks being bullied. It stays with you.
And I got bullied also because, I was friends with all the football players because I preferred playing sports over hanging with girls. So.
Oh, so you were hanging out with all the jock boys, and the jock boys liked you.
And the goth boys.
Okay, so that's an uneasy alliance.
I guess you could say it's like a peacemaker.
Okay.
Smoke and everything was fine.
Nice. That's good. So, but I can't imagine you. Now, were you aware of his music when you added him on Facebook? I mean,
believe it or not, when I first started talking to him, I had no clue about any of his music. I had no idea who he actually was. Right. I just saw this amazing, sexy rock star god on my face, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait to see if you ever pop up single, and then I'm gonna make my move.
Did you? You really did that? Wow.
She plots like that.
Really? Because mine has said single for forever. Actually, it doesn't say single. I always every April 1st I put like some weird like I'm in a civil union. It's complicated. I'm in a homosexual relationship. Like weird shit. Maybe people are waiting for me to be single with my rock star looks, and maybe not.
I know.
I don't know. Huh? What's that?
You got the fuckboy haircut now.
I got the fuckboy. Yeah. Well, Lilian doesn't like it either. So I know I fucked up the dying.
You could just put that little douchebag chin line.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Make him really
the only girls
like
he's gonna get then are the ones that just want to fuck him for his money.
Yeah, and then you're gonna start saying,
and I have no money.
Then you're just screwed.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking for.
No, not literally.
Yes. Well, thank you for the dating advice. So, but have you always wanted to go to LA?
I've always for like 10 years. I've been wanting to come out here, and the universe finally lined it up. I've just felt a pull to come out here almost my whole life.
Right. The Midwest accent's starting to come out now.
It's
good.
Really
it's cute.
Are really angry.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. You ever seen Sweet Home Alabama?
No.
Yeah, I have.
When she gets really angry, she's just like,
yeah.
What is that? I don't even know.
Like full on Southern Belle.
Well, yeah.
Really?
Like
the draw kicks in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even with me, when I'm really drunk.
But she's not from the South.
My Alaskan accent comes out.
So. Are you from the South?
My family is actually from Alabama
and
Tennessee.
Okay. So yeah. Why y'all fucking with me? That kind of shit. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all better take a walk and come back. I'm not having it. Yeah.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah.
It happens. One of my girlfriends, she gets fired up, her Belizean accent comes out, and it's like, where'd you come from?
Yeah, no, trust me, the worst is the Australian accent. Ooh, you don't want that. You don't want an angry Australian.
I've never seen an angry Australian. I've always seen a drunk and happy Australian.
I'll call up my ex-girlfriend. We'll talk about it. But oh yes. So Mortis. So you, unlike. And the first time I saw you live was at the Green Jelly Fest.
That was awesome.
In Whittier.
That was a trip.
That was fun. That was a trip. Well, it was weird because they had. I walked in. Dangerous D, our friend, was performing. Mm-hmm. Very out there sideshow performer. The people stapling shit to his body and stuff. You came on. You got a whole theatrical show down. You had more props at my show. You had the throne. You had all sorts of things. Yeah. But you had props for that, very theatrical. But you could just come out yourself, unlike other metal bands. You just come out yourself.
Yeah.
You got the music all pre done, which I'm sure you did all yourself. And have you gotten any flack from like other metal bands? Like, you're not really playing instruments.
No. In fact, even the people that were starting to talk trash when I was recording it the way I was, all was silenced when the album was put out. They tried to trash talk me for writing my own music, trying to record it on my own, publish it, master it, and everything. And I've done everything 100% on my own.
Right.
And they're all quiet right now.
Right.
And I have now in the works, once this album comes out next month, already the other album set, and I have people that want to jump on that album and guest star on it.
Such as?
I can't talk about it right now.
Right. Okay.
But I will let you know.
But are you going to let them guest star? Or are you like, no, I'm doing it all myself?
No, they can guest star.
Okay, good.
No, they're going to record it down, and if they want to come out to the show, they can play it live, but they get to guest star on the album and have all the credit for what they wrote.
Okay. Now, are these famous musicians? Are these semi-famous?
Some of them are semi-famous, and some are doing tours right now.
Okay. All right. I'm trying. I'll get it out of them before the end of the show. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it out of them.
I want to talk about the dolls.
Okay. All right. Please. Please.
And maybe we should show them.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's the dolls.
So, how did you get started on the dolls, and where did your designs come from? And is that human hair?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Well, now we know what happened to the top of his hair and his pubes.
That's actually just imitation fur. I've always liked creating. I have been a painter and an artist a long time. Went to college for it. Did theater for the longest time, along with music, band, orchestra. And my artwork has always been dark. There's just fascination with it. And I've made dolls here and there, but with the new stuff coming up with my music, I want to make dolls that I can sell. And I'm making prototypes and ones that are custom. This one is a custom order. This one is my little friend. He's the little baby demon. Likes to say hi.
Does he have a certain name for this
he's
one?
just my little friend.
Okay.
Yes.
And
it's like My Little Pony, My Little Demon.
Right? There's 6 different ones. The other one I have is Wolf over there.
Oh.
He's cuddly.
And it's just several variations of just a little werewolf baby.
Adorable.
I think Hannah's wants to know how much these sell for.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I still sleep with dolls. I do.
I do too. That's why they make them.
Yeah,
there you go. Well, you do sleep with him, so
Okay.
I'm guessing.
I'm a doll.
No. How much do these go for if you're going to a Mortis show? Or
Depends on which ones are there. They range anywhere between $10 to $50. Some of them are a little bit more expensive due to the customness of it and other things that have to be done to it.
You're more offensive than these?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the most offensive doll that you have?
Well, not offensive, just the way it goes. Like right now, the most worst one
The nun.
would be the nun, or would it be the teddy bear?
The nun.
The nun.
The nun.
I made a doll.
Nuns always trump teddy bears.
It's a porcelain doll, and her face is all demonic. There's blood coming down her face. She's in her nun cowl. There's blood all over it. Her feet are covered in blood, and she's carved up with engravings and pentagrams all over her body.
Okay. I'm glad you clarified that, because before you said that, I thought, oh, menstruating nun, but
That's
no.
what I was thinking too.
Yes, great minds think alike.
Right.
But no, so yes, a demon sacrifice nun.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty offensive. So what's a teddy bear? Because
It's this teddy bear that it's just a huge mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and then where the eyes would be is where the mouth starts, and it comes all the way around to the bottom of his belly, and he's just smiling with claws.
Oh, okay. That's not offensive.
And it's just he's like it's
I'm
teeth.
hungry.
That's surreal.
Teeth.
Multiple sets of teeth.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. And obviously you have the show. And so did you incorporate these dolls? I mean, I saw a couple of them on stage.
Sometimes I bring them with so people can see them. I'm going to be trying to make small little ones and just the regular ones. And then once everything works out, I can make custom orders or just bring a bunch to a show and then sell them here and there.
So what was your first instrument since you play them all? I'm assuming.
My first instrument? I learned how to play the clarinet when I was a kid.
Right. The first rock and roll instrument, though.
Oh, rock and roll. So you have to clarify that.
Yeah, not the recorder, not the triangle.
I'm sure if you tried hard enough, you can make it rock and roll.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull
Right.
Jethro Tull, first off, does not play a clarinet.
Rock me on the dais.
And And I'm sorry to all our classic rock fans out there. Jethro Tull sucks. But go ahead.
Well,
Aqualung, my friend.
Just an example.
Thick as a brick. That sucks.
Wind instruments.
Yeah.
I'd say the one I really learned the first time with no issues was a bass.
Okay.
I picked up bass pretty quick, and then.
And how old were you when you started the bass?
I'd say about 9. Had a friend of mine that had one. And then,
That's a big instrument for a 9-year-old.
It's just had nothing else to do.
That you're in Bakersfield.
No, Palmdale, I think. Yeah, Palmdale.